Well, y'all have seen me fish this little pond here quite a bit. It's got a lot of little bait fish in it, and it's got a few small crappie, and I've caught a catfish or two out of it. But anyway, I like to try out new stuff down here for small brim. And today I'm using the Gulp Minnow, and I just run it through its head and out its back there. And I need to run it out better than that, so I'll just take it off again, show you how I'm rigging it right quick. All right, so we just run it right through here, right through its nose right there, and I run it and bring it right out the middle of its back right there, and just let it be like that right there. And I got a bullet bait sinker on it, probably a little heavy for this rod, but that's the only one I had left. Good to Ned rig it and try it that way. It works good that way, they say. Maybe a little long. I got the 3-inch. There's one grabbing at it, but he's not getting the hook. That's what I was saying. It may be a little long, and I may have to just break him in half. Let's just do that right quick, because these are tiny brim out here. So this is the way I'm going to do it now. I'm going to take it back off. It'll still catch a crappie. All right, and I'm going to break him probably about a 1/2 inch off of him. It's just a 3-inch one. Not really a 2-inch is probably all I needed. All right, so I'll break half of it off and put it back on the same way. Just run it in the front, right out his back, like that. It's still got the tail, it'll still swim, and I'll come more likely get them hooked, because like I said, they are tiny. They can swallow the whole 3-inch one, but you know, it's easier to, I mean, I can eat a tough steak, but I'd rather have one that's not quite so tough. That's probably the way they are. They'd rather have something they can eat a whole lot better than something they can't. So we're going to try it and see here. This is my Mr. Crappie Thunder combo that I'm using. It works real good. Well, I had one take it pretty hard that time. There we go. I think that's a crappie. No, that's a good sized bluegill. That is huge for in here. That's a nice one for in here. Oh yeah. So he liked that Gulp Minnow. Sure did. Get that hook out of you, buddy. There you go. Yeah, he's not bad. He's almost hand size. He's not bad at all. Whoop, there you go, back in the water. Oh, he didn't want to stay long. All right, let's get my Gulp Minnow back up on the hook good. So the Gulp Minnow does work. It does work here. I tried it at a pond this morning, and they wasn't hitting nothing out there. But that pond's hard to fish because there's so many limbs and brush. Most of the time out there, I just use live bait. Most of the time I use live bait and just fish on floaters and catch them that way. There we go. Oops, he got off. These lures, they are in a, they're made by Berkeley, but they're biodegradable. So if you lose them in the water, they ain't gonna stay there forever. They're gonna dissolve. And they're in a liquid, a scented liquid that they got that gives them an attractive odor to the fish. I didn't even get a hit that time. I don't know what happened. Oh, it slid down on the hook. Let me get it back up on that hook where it looks more lifelike. So what you want to present it the way a minnow would actually be swimming. They wouldn't be swimming up sideways and everything unless there's something wrong with them, which that can attract fish if they think it's dying, but they like it to look natural. That was a good sized little bluegill. You don't usually get them out of here that big. They're tiny in here usually. That's kind of promising that the fish in here are actually growing bigger now. Of course, I guess for little ones, there's got to be a few big ones to make them little ones. But Up in the grass again. Well, that moss is bad in here right now this time of year, right along these banks. But them fish love it. They love to get up in there and catch stuff, eat stuff that's up in there. But you can't hardly fish through it without getting all tangled up in it. That's it. I got the fish and a bunch of moss. Look at that. You're trying to sling that moss off out of your face, ain't you? Well, that's good, because that helped me get it off there, too. You got it loosened up for me. I quit tangling up my line now. Well, he tried to swallow that thing whole. That little bitty thing. Now, that's about the size you usually get out here. Right there. Back in the water, buddy. They're fun to catch, though. They're fun, and so it looks like this minnow is working. I just got to learn how to fish it. So what I'm doing now, I'm reeling it in a little ways, now just let it fall to the bottom. There we go. Now I got him. I got him that time. He kept messing with it. I kept missing him. Yeah, he's gonna bring his stuff right on over here towards me. Hey, he's gonna come right on over here. He's making his way over here to me. What's this? Oh, I about hit him right in the head. And you talk about good casting. Alright, I got me a little brim and some moss again. Don't know where that snake went to. He's making me nervous. He was coming towards me. Get the moss out your face there, where I can get you off of here. There he goes, back in there. Back in the water. Well, they like to just help me put them back in the water sometimes. Little things are hard to hang on to for me. My old 60-year-old hands can't half hang on to them. I'm looking for that snake. Well, I about hit him right in the head. I hit so close to his head, he just reared straight up and looked at it. I'm gonna try it right over there and see what happens. I ain't fished that spot yet today. Oh, that's what happens. There's a little tiny one. Little bitty one right there. He swallowed that whole piece of that. I mean, if they want it, they're going to get it. If they want it, they'll get it. Alright, I went up to the truck and I got me another minnow. And got me a drink of soda. Water'd be better, but that's all I got with me right now. I'm going to put this on. This is the 3-inch one. And I'm going to use the whole thing. I'm going to use the whole thing. And we're going to catch us some, I hope a little bigger this time. Them little ones will grab it too, but I'm hoping a big one will grab this one. I'm still wondering where that snake went to. He makes me nervous. There we go. He got hooked. He didn't get that minnow down his throat, but he got hooked. Alright, Billy Bob. Oh, there you go. Back out in the water. Back out in the water. He jumped out of my hand and caught him. So you got caught twice. By the same guy. Once with a hook, once with a hand. All right, I'm back. I took a little break, went and got me something to eat, went and got me a chicken sandwich, and this here is what we're using today. It's the Gulp Minnow. It's a 3-inch, which I wished I'd got a little bit smaller one, but these come in a liquid that's minnow scented, and they are catching pretty good out here today. I mean, it's a little warmer now than it was a while ago when I was out here. The water is kind of a murky color, but it is clear enough you can see the bottom. And anyway, I didn't have any Ned rigs or anything, so I went and got me these jig heads right here. And this is where I've got it rigged up now. I got it on a swivel. It's on 6-pound test line. It's on my Mr. Crappie Thunder combo, and I'm going to hook a 3-inch on here, and we're going to see what we can do with this jig rig on here this time. And the way we rigged this up is just like a while ago when we was using a hook and a bullet weight, but you just run it through his nose right here. I mean, these little old minnows even got eyeballs on them. I mean, they look almost real. But anyway, run it through and run it out his back right there, right in the center of it. Push it up on that there, up on that jig head. Leave that hook exposed. Alright, got my drag set light. I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit. That's good right there, I think. And we're going to see what they do. That one hit it. He let go. Got another hit. That's 2 hits on the first cast. Got 2 hits on the first cast. So that's a good sign. That jig head, it's only a 16th of an ounce, and it casts good with this light line, and it'll hit the water soft and don't scare everything away. I pulled it away from him. He's hitting it hard out there, but I pulled it away from him. That's the trouble with that 3-inch one. They'll be grabbing the tail of it a lot of times. Drop it right back in there to him. I pulled it away from him again. I'll have to tighten that drag just a little bit more. That way it don't give any whenever I try to set that hook. Oh, I think I lost my Gulp minnow. Something flew off. Then, yeah, I lost it. We'll have to put another on. That's the first time I've done that. It's the first time I've lost one of them. But the thing is, these Gulp worms are biodegradable. They're biodegradable, and so if you lose one like that, they're just going to dissolve. If a fish eats it, it's not going to hurt him. It's not plastic. It's just made out of a biodegradable substance. I don't know what it actually is, but they actually feel almost just like a real minnow. And anyway, let's put this on the same way we did the other one. Stick it right through his nose right there, through the end, like right through his mouth, and hook it right out the back. Right out the back, push it up on that jig head there. There we go. There we go. Got a little bit of grass on her. Shake it off. Alright, now let's catch him this time. Quit playing with him. There we go. Now we got him. Yep. And this one here is a bluegill. And the way you can tell the difference, I've told you many times, but there's a little black spot on these small ones. It's hard to tell the difference just by glancing. But you have a black spot right here on this dorsal fin, right here on a bluegill, and on a green sunfish will be on the top and the bottom fins. They all look about alike when they're this little. They're hard to... Well, I'm trying to get that hook out your face, and it ain't wanting to let go. Oop, there he goes. He's back and going back in the water on his own. Didn't take him long either. Got him. Now that one is a little green sunfish. Now see, they look almost the same color, but you see here he's got the black dot on his dorsal fin and on the bottom fin. So that's a little green sunfish. And there may be a few hybrids in here too. They may be a little crossbred in here. Got him back in the water. Well, he about got that minnow off of there. It come off when I was taking the hook out of him. All right, let's get it back on there. Slide it back up there. These things work good. They work good when the brim are in there. When you're on the brim, they're on the hook. That's for sure with these Gulp minnows. Right there. Whoop, missed him. I'll get this one that hits it. If one does. Got him. I told you. Now he's good size. He's bigger. He's bigger. They're still not big enough to eat by no means, but he's bigger. Stop kicking and fighting. That's a little green sunfish. That's a green sunfish as well. Well, them hooks right there are good. Back out there, buddy. Nose dive in the water. All right. Back out there. Ooh, pulled it away from him. Had him there for a second. Had him for a second. Let me get it back up on that jig head good. It slid down. Slide it back up on it. There. Let's get it back up on that jig head. There we go. They about to wear that one out. But how many have I caught on it? 3? 3 or 4? 3, I think. He tried. Come on, little fella, grab it. There you go. Grab it, take off with it. He was trying, he just couldn't get that big old thing in his mouth. Tell you what, since it's tearing up so bad, I'm gonna go ahead and break it off right there where it's tore. I'll just break it off right there a little bit. I'll toss that out there, it won't hurt a bit. It's gonna dissolve here in a little bit. Stick this back in there. And right out the back. Slide it up on that jig head. Just like so. Alright, there we go. We're gonna catch us another. People say it's too hot to fish. Well, they don't know where they're fishing at, I guess, or where the fish are at, because it's 97 degrees when I pulled up out here, and it's probably hotter than that now. And I'm getting a hit almost every time I cast out there. I got him. I got him. I told you, give him a little hook to grab and they'll get hooked. All right. That one is that looks like a little bluegill. They just jump right out of my hand every time, nearly. They're not easy to hang on to, the little slimy buggers. Throw him out there and he immediately heads to the bushes. All right, let's go catch us another one. I'm going to cast it back out here where them bigger ones were a little while ago. See what happens. He grabbed it as soon as it hit the water out there, and I thought he'd let go of it. I thought he'd let go, and he was still on it. Little feller, that's why I should cast out there and get the big ones. He might be 2 inches long. Now he's back in the water. Now he's back in the water and ready to go out there and grow some more. I got him. I got him. There we go. Got us another one. Back in the water. Back in the water. I think they're mostly grabbing it because of the smell, but not because of the looks, because it don't look like a minnow much anymore. Toss it right back up here in this shade. There may be a big one laying up there because it's hot. Missed him. Tried to get him. Alright, so now we don't have a minnow. We'll have to get us another one. Oh, there we go. We got him. Now, he was half decent. He's half decent. A green sunfish. Get the hook out of him. There he is, right there. A green sunfish. There we go. They're pretty little things. They just ain't very big. Told y'all it was hot out here. My phone had a heat stroke. It shut off on me. I called a couple more after it shut off, and I decided to come up here to the truck, put it under there, and cool it down where it get it working again. So now it's partially running. Looks like it's got a dark screen on it, but it's getting there. Yeah, I had an emergency deal put up on the screen. Said if you want to use your phone, it needs to cool off. So, so I ain't arguing with them. I'm gonna let it cool down. It is hot out there. It's 95 here on the truck screen, and I figure that heat index is a lot more than that. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get this edited down for you and get it on here. All right, thank y'all for watching.